What is one thing the movement needs or is doing right now that is working, that is being ignored? And what is one thing that the movement is doing wrong that's also being ignored?
So, I think I already stated this, already, that we won the public battle, the public opinion battle. We already see that nobody, even those that we don't agree with politically, they all are also waking up. There's an awakening happening on the other side. And, I think people are understanding that our taxpaying dollars are going towards endless wars and genocides. So that public battle is already won. But what's happening here in America is we are a part of a two-party plantation.
Come on.
And we have to find a way out right now. Because, as I mentioned, we're running out of time. And our oppressors are accelerating shit by starting these wars and bombing all over the place. So if we don't have a plan and have clear-cut demands, meaning withhold our labor to make those demands possible, if we're not organized, we're going to lose. And we're going to continue to see what we're seeing out here. So what we can do, that's besides escaping the two-party system, is we can get organized and once again build towards withholding our labor so that our demands are met. And that's only going to come from, once again, the sacrifices that we're all willing to make as people. And the way I see it is we got to hold people accountable. Elected officials, our labor unions, especially our labor unions right now, because I don't give a damn what anybody say, that what we saw when they stated that the largest labor protest that just happened in Minneapolis in 80 years was just 50,000 people, that is not something that we should be celebrating. That is really an embarrassment to the labor movement, because our labor union membership density in our country is in the trash. And that's because they're not organizing. And I'll take it a step further, because those same labor unions that want to protest about ICE are the same labor unions that ain't say shit about Palestine. So we can't be cherry picking or going with the trendy activism anymore. That shit is not going to cut it. So we need to call people out. I don't give a damn if it's a union or not, politicians or not, elected official, anybody that has a position of power right now that's not representing us in the struggles that we're fighting for. It's time that we get rid of them.
Yep.
And we hold them accountable every step of the way. So get organized, and once again, if you don't get up and do the work, ask yourself who's going to do it.
Thank you, Chris. Dr. Molina, what is one thing that is working right now that you want to shine a light on, and one thing that is not, that needs to be exposed?
What's working is, I think that we all, I think they meant fascism to crush us, but the fascism is so apparent that they've made enemies of every single person, right? Except the ones who have their eyes closed and think that somehow you can align with the fascists, right? So they've come for black people. They've always come for black people. Now everybody else is kind of experiencing a bit of that, right? Coming for indigenous people, coming for migrants, coming for people across waters, coming for even poor white folks. And so I think that what's happening now is we have a tremendous opportunity to build solidarity and say that, you know, we chant all the time, the people united will never be defeated. Well, they united us, right? We're united under a big middle finger to Trump and here's a mistake we're making, is by allowing them to say that the only enemy is Donald Trump. He is not the only enemy. He is not the only enemy. He got a whole legion of doom around him. And we know that when we understand solidarity work, they're also this, you didn't ask me this, but I'm gonna insert this. They're also really stupid. They're not that smart. They're not that skilled. They're not that able. We are much better. I'm looking around the room. I see who's in the room. We are much more courageous, much more visionary, much more brilliant than they are. And we will defeat them. We will defeat them. Finally, I'll say this. Here's what's not working. We went out last week to the No Kings protest. We went because we figured it's a lot of people. And my job is turn them out, right? Turn them out, right? Right. The idea that liberalism somehow crushes fascism is so stupid, right? I don't long for a Kamala Harris in the White House and to be going to brunch instead. We are working to build a radical vision of the world we want, need, and deserve. I want us to think about what this moment offers. It offers us an opportunity to radically imagine. I'm teaching in my class. If y'all haven't read Parable of the Sower, I know I'm not on the culture group, but Parable of the Sower and Parable of the Talents, read that right now, like right now, right? Imagine Earthseed. We can build Earthseed because they're trying to send us to hell. I finally understand the phrase hell in a handbasket. They're trying to send us to hell, but we can have Earthseed, but that's a radical vision, not liberalism, right? So that's what I'll offer.
Thank you.